Hello and welcome. Today, we're going to talk about something really important for our planet: ozone depletion. The ozone layer helps protect Earth from harmful sunlight. Without it, we could face serious health problems and damage to our environment. Let's take a closer look at what the ozone layer does, why it's getting thinner, and what we can do to help protect it. Let's get started. Let's take a look at what the ozone layer really is. The ozone layer is a thin layer of ozone gas, O3, in the air around Earth. It acts like a protective shield that keeps us safe from the sun's harmful rays. Here's why it's important. Protective shield. It helps protect the Earth by blocking dangerous UV rays from the sun. UV blocker. The ozone layer absorbs most of the harmful UVB radiation, which can cause skin cancer and eye problems. High altitude. The ozone layer is found high up in the sky, between 15 to 35 kilometers above Earth. Without the ozone layer, life on Earth would be at risk. So, protecting it is very important for our health and the planet. Now, let's look at what causes ozone depletion. The main cause is the release of harmful chemicals into the air. These chemicals, like CFCs, chlorofluorocarbons, come from products such as air conditioners, refrigerators, and aerosol sprays. When these chemicals reach the atmosphere, they start causing trouble. Here's how it works. Chemical release. CFCs and other chemicals are released into the air and eventually make their way to the atmosphere. UV breakdown. Sunlight breaks down these chemicals, which releases harmful substances like chlorine and bromine. Ozone destruction. These released atoms react with ozone molecules in the layer, breaking them apart and damaging the ozone layer. So, the more chemicals we release, the more damage we cause to the ozone layer, which is why it's so important for us to reduce these harmful chemicals in our environment. Now let's talk about something a bit more concerning: the ozone hole. You might have heard about this in the news, especially over Antarctica. Here's how it forms. Polar winter. During the cold winter months, special clouds form high up in the stratosphere over Antarctica. These clouds are key to the process of ozone depletion. Chemical reactions. These clouds enable chemical reactions that create chlorine compounds, which are harmful to the ozone layer. Spring sunlight. As spring comes, sunlight returns and breaks down these compounds, releasing chlorine. Rapid depletion. This chlorine reacts with the ozone molecules, rapidly destroying them. This leads to the creation of a hole in the ozone layer, mainly over the Antarctic region. Now let's talk about how ozone depletion affects our health. As the ozone layer weakens, more harmful UV radiation from the sun reaches Earth. This can cause serious health problems. Skin cancer. Increased UV radiation can lead to skin cancer, like melanoma and other types of skin damage. Eye problems. UV exposure can cause cataracts, which cloud the eye lens and can lead to blindness if not treated. Immune system damage. Higher levels of UV radiation weaken our immune system, making it harder for the body to fight infections. Let's take a look at the environmental impact of ozone depletion. As the ozone layer weakens, the effects reach far beyond just human health. Here are some major environmental impacts. Marine life. The increased UV radiation harms phytoplankton, which are the tiny plants at the bottom of the ocean food chain. These little plants are essential for marine life, and without them, the entire ocean ecosystem can be affected. Genetic damage. UV radiation can cause DNA mutations in plants and animals. This can lead to problems in growth, reproduction, and survival. Crop yields. Higher UV radiation can reduce the growth of crops, affecting agricultural productivity and food security. This could lead to less food available for people around the world. Ecosystems. UV radiation harms plant growth and disrupts natural habitats, affecting many animals and plants that depend on these ecosystems to survive. Now, let's talk about the solutions to ozone depletion. While the problem is serious, there have been many efforts made to protect and heal the ozone layer. Here are some of the key solutions. Montreal Protocol, 1987. This international treaty was created to phase out ozone-depleting substances, like CFCs. It's been a major success in reducing the use of harmful chemicals and protecting the ozone layer. Alternative chemicals. Scientists have worked hard to find safer substitutes for harmful chemicals like CFCs. These new alternatives help reduce damage to the ozone layer while still serving industrial and household needs. Public awareness. Raising awareness is key. Education campaigns help people understand the importance of protecting the ozone layer and how they can reduce their impact. Continued monitoring. Scientists continue to monitor the ozone layer to track recovery progress and make sure the efforts to protect it are working. Thanks to these solutions, the ozone layer is on the path to recovery, and we can continue to take steps to keep it safe for future generations. This graph shows the recovery of the ozone layer over time and the positive outlook for the future. As you can see, the ozone layer has been gradually improving since the 1990s, following the implementation of global agreements like the Montreal Protocol. In the earlier years, particularly around the 1980s and 1990s, we saw a sharp decline due to the high usage of harmful chemicals like CFCs. After 1990, with increasing efforts to reduce these chemicals, the recovery trend began. The graph shows a slow but steady improvement, especially in the 2000s and beyond, as nations continue their efforts to phase out ozone-depleting substances and promote safer alternatives. Looking ahead, the trend indicates that the ozone layer will continue to heal, with full recovery expected around mid-century, depending on the continued global cooperation and monitoring. Thanks to the combined efforts of countries, scientists, and organizations, we're on the right path to a healthier ozone layer and a safer environment for all. Together, we can continue to make progress. Thank you for joining me in exploring this important topic.